the scenes. Hey guys, welcome back. This is going to be a two for today, just kind of a couple quick videos. I was talking to a gentleman in my last class, Tom Gibbons' defensive pistol, and he was telling me that he had 5 or more methods of carry. And unfortunately, this is not the only person I've talked to that I've run into this. And when you talk to them, they're like, oh, I have carry for every scenario. And I'm like, well, that's great, but how often do you practice that? Do you practice drawing from your MRS, your fanny pack, your small of the back, your 4 o'clock, your appendix, your cross draw? How proficient are you at employing all of them? Why would you not try to stick with 1 or 2 maybe and have that be more of a universal? Find something that works in more than just one role. And people are like, oh, well, I just put it on the seat next to me, or, oh, appendix, I can't sit in the car. Well, all right, fine. Fight around it. If you're going to carry in a traditional inside the waistband, figure out how you need to move in the car so you're not fiddle fucking around with your seatbelt while you're trying to sit there and put a muzzle on somebody. That's not something you need to be figuring out in the moment. Oh, I got all these holsters. Well, that's great. Do you practice? And is it more than 5 rounds? His answer to me was, I shoot 8 rounds from that method of carry every day, every time I go to the range. I'm like, that's it? That's all you do? Like, seriously? Maybe you need to practice a little bit more. I'm not saying go out and train with a tactical motherfucker that's going to tell you how to helo and fucking, I don't know. But you need to practice from these things. And what I see a lot of times is when I go to these classes is people will carry from like duty rigs. And most of them don't need those rigs or use those rigs because their job is they're a pizza delivery dude. I mean, those dudes are not kitted up with plates and shit. They're just everyday dudes, and they generally carry from behind the hip, or they'll carry from an ankle holster or something, and they're not practicing, and they're not really thinking about how they're going to be able to need these methods of carry. And that's why I generally stick to 1, maybe traditional behind the waist. This is just for when I have a suit. This Blade-Tech Nano holster does not get used a lot, but I mean, I practice from it. I mean, this is a blue gun, this is a 17, but I carry a 34. So, you need to practice with the gun and how you're going to employ it. So, you getting really fast from an outside the waistband does you no good if that's not how you carry day to day. So, do me a favor, take a look at yourself, and you don't need a timer, but you can generally feel how efficient you are. Make sure your draws are down and you're really getting everything squared away. So practice. Please practice and stick with 1, maybe 2 methods of carry. That's pretty much it, guys. Stay safe. Carry guns.